got it. It was in its mouth. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh. What's up everybody? Derek here, and I'm at the creek again today. Last time I was out here, I had just enough time to hook up the trolling motor and get out here and make a couple runs up and down to see how fast that thing would run with a 35 thrust. But today I've got about an hour to fish, and I want to go up through here and I want to see if maybe there's some fish that might be feeding. I haven't fished with a chatterbait in a really long time. I want to toss it up into some of these brush piles and some of the edges of this bank and just see if maybe some bass will hit. There's some decent sized bass in here, some 5, 6, 7 pounders. So maybe we might catch just something good, and we just got a fresh rain, so the water is dingy just a little bit. So let's get to fishing. All right, let's see if I can get out here without going in. We got the trolling motor if we need to make a run, but I think I'm gonna paddle for the most part today. I didn't even bring a seat, but we're gonna mainly be working this chatterbait, so hopefully something's gonna come. I mean, look at all that mud. Got mud everywhere. Basically, we're just 3/8 ounce original chatterbait with a Zoom Paddle Tail Swimbait. That's all I'm gonna be fishing with. Let's see here what it looks like. Oh yeah, bigger profile. Oh, and my first cast goes into a tree. I think we got a bunch of bluegill beds right in front of me up here. Looks like bluegill beds the way that they're spaced. There's some deeper beds in here too. Yeah, I just seen some bluegill go flying by. See if there's any bass up here on the edges maybe. Oh, a bunch of bluegill. All right. Man, there's just so much to cast at. I mean, look at all these little sections. There could be bass hanging out here, along the bank edges over here with this currents coming out. It's just so hard to say. I'm always catching bluegill and red breast down here. It's just so much fun to catch them, but sometimes it's good to switch it up and go after bass. Oh, something hit it on the drop right there. All right, let's see if there's anything along these edges over here. There might be something over here along this current side. Just everything right now looks so good to cast at. All right, let's go upstream of here. Which means I'm gonna have to get us up through here without tipping. So I'm on my knees. And that's some strong current. Just one chatterbait bass is all I want. Ooh, there's some big gar in here. Oh man, that was about a 5-foot long gar right there. Holy crap. That's a gar hole. Yeah, look at that. That thing just bent that out. I've never had that happen. Just make sure it's still yeah, there we go. There are bass up in these shallows back over here in the shade, but it's just so shallow. I think it might be just a little bit deeper past right here, but this is a drainage, so I don't know. Let's go up above it. If we can get through that shallow part right over there. Oh, there's a bass right there. Just sitting there. That's a good 4-pounder over there at least. Dang. Fish are in here. Let's go to this other side. That sucker's in like 6 inches of water. I would love to catch one back here, and there are some big bass in here. There's a bass that I'm going to come back to that's sitting on a bed over there that is huge. I can't tell how big it is, but it looks like it's at least 24 inches long. All right, I don't know if I can cast that far, but let's try it. Yes, I can. And it spooked that bass. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's still there. I thought it took off. I think that bass is locked onto that bed too. We'll sit here and wait for him to come back. If he comes back, he's locked onto that bed. Oh, that's a big old bass too. I'm gonna take this swim bait off of here. And I'm gonna work this thing kind of like a jig. It sees my lure. It's going over to it. Right underneath it. I'm just gonna leave it sitting there. See if it'll piss it off. It's looking at it. It's looking right at it. Oh, it's nosing over to it. I'll let out some line. I'm drifting away here. All right, this is what I got. I got a 4/0 wide gap hook, and I got a Texas rig here set up on just a craw that I had, a black with silver sparkles. All right, I need to back off. This wind kind of changes a little bit, and it pushes me a little bit closer than I'd like to be. Because this bass is really spooky, but the good thing is I got the sun behind me, so I don't think it can really see me that well, but it doesn't like it when I do that. If I make a cast now, it takes off the bed. But from the way it's acting, it is a catchable fish. All right, I see him coming back. Now, can we get enough interest from him? I'm seeing now this trying to piss him off is not working out too well. Oh, is that the sweet spot? He's kind of definitely looking at it. Ooh, I hit him in the head. My adrenaline is pumping all of a sudden. This fish is acting like it's gonna bite. Ooh, it it sucked it in for a second. Dang wind. The waves are rippling in the top. I can't see it. I can see the fish, but freaking wind. We lost the ripple in the water and the wind died just a hair. Come on. Man, am I having to try to work this fish. Oh, there, right there. Just gonna leave it sitting there. Try it one more time. Got it! It was in its mouth. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh. This is a good one. I don't know how big, but finally caught that fish. It was just sitting there with it in its mouth. Please don't break that off. Come back up in here. Gotta tire you out. This bass is pulling me. Give it a little slack. Let it pull. It's burying itself down in there. Oh, it got into a tree. It got into a tree, looks like. Oh man. There it is right there. If I could just figure out how to get it. Oh man, we're wrapped up on a tree. Oh, I don't want to break this one off. Can I grab it? I don't know if I can grab it. If I can grab it or not. Let's try. I'm gonna bend down into the water. See if I can get it. Ah, we're gonna have to try the other side. It's stuck up against that tree. That's a good bass too. Dang it. All right. Gonna have to be careful not to. Don't tell me it just came off. No, it's still there. Still there. It's held tight up against that tree limb. If I can just get a hold of that tree limb. There it is. Oh my gosh. It's bigger than I even thought. Yes, sir. That is awesome. Oh, yes. Wow. I gotta weigh that one just to see. Dang. That's a good one. I put her back in the water to keep her good here while I hold her. Okay, unit, pounds. Okay, we got that on there. $5-pounder. That's pretty good considering this creek's record is 8, so that's not too bad at all. That's a pretty fish. Definitely ate it, man. Look at that belly. All right, girl, I'm gonna let you go and go back to that bed. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was a blast, you guys. I caught that big 5-pounder back there on that bed. It was straight down this bank, but I worked that fish for probably 45 minutes at least. And finally, I couldn't even see her. She was just holding that bait in her mouth and yanked on it. And I'm so thankful that I got it out from that tree, that it got wrapped around. But man, that's so much fun when you catch bass like that, because I have fun on this creek with a lot of the smaller, smaller 9-10 inch redbreast and bluegill that are in here. But sometimes you just got to go out there and go bass fishing with a purpose. And I don't do that a lot of times, but when I do, it's probably during spring the most of the time. But let me know what if you guys are catching good ones out there. I'd love to hear what's the biggest bass you're catching off a bed. But thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.